In section 3, we are going to be creating column span and row span headings. Column span headings use the TH or TD tag sets, and row span headings use the TH and TD tag sets. Col span goes over multiple columns, row span spans over multiple rows. You will see a little chart on page 183 that shows you what you're going to be creating. So we're going to do a column span, the words complex, address, and phone, spanning over 3 columns, and we're going to do that 3 different times. And then we're going to do the row span, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom or more, each spanning over 3 rows. And we'll end up by doing the header, which will be a col span over all 4 columns. So that's where we're kind of going with it. Okay. So if you turn to page 184 in your text, you'll see this is where we're going to create the first heading that spans columns. Okay, so you want to scroll down and find the placeholder that they provided for you that says Insert First Col Span heading here. Go ahead and delete that and replace it with the text on the bottom of page 184. Okay, you can see here that I have inserted the col span command. It is color Gainsborough. We've set the font color. The +1 just means it's going to be slightly larger than normal. You're going to see the text complex, address, phone. Don't forget to end your font, end your table heading, and end your table row. Okay, since I'm going to be creating 3 of these, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this by Control-C, and then I'm going to scroll down and find that second placeholder for the column span. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to paste, and then I'm just going to change, let's see, nope, that's actually going to stay the same, if I remember. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to go down and we're going to find the third col span. We're going to delete that and paste. And so now that should be showing up. Take a minute and stop and test this and make sure it's working okay. Okay, so as I pull this up and test it, everything looks good. This is exactly what it should look like. I've got the 3 column span headings and they're going over the 3 rows and 3 sections. Okay, so next we're going to move on to doing the row span over here. Okay, for the next step, we're going to want to go back up here and find the first placeholder for the row span. So here's the placeholder for the 1 bedroom row span heading. Go ahead and delete that and enter the row span code on page 188. Okay, so right here you can see the code to create the column span or the row span heading here. This heading is going to go over 3 rows. It's going to be a width of 20. It's going to be this blue color +1 text, and the text is going to say 1 bedroom. Okay, we're going to use this again, so I'm going to Control and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to scroll down and find the second placeholder and delete that. And I'm going to paste, Control-V. Sorry about that. And then we're going to need to replace that with the 2 bedroom. 2 bedrooms. Don't put a space before this, otherwise it'll throw your text off a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to scroll down, find that last placeholder, and this one we will paste. So delete, paste again, and then the 1 bedroom is going to be replaced. I keep getting rid of that guy, with 3 bedrooms. Okay. And go ahead and check that now. Test it. Okay, as I checked my code, I noticed I did have an error, and I want to make sure to point this out to you. Go back up, and you'll need to change that 20 for the row spans. It should be 20%. I forgot to put that % sign in, So go ahead and add that into each one and then retest. Okay, one more change. I noticed it's supposed to say 3 or more bedrooms, so I'm just going to add that in. 3 or more initial caps bedrooms. And go ahead and test now. We should be good to go. Okay, so visual check. Everything's looking good. I've got my my column spans and my row headings all set up. Everything looks good. If I wanted the 3 or more, if I wanted a break there, I could just put a line break in, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Our last step is to put that column span over all 4 columns. So we'll do that next. Okay, you're going to need to scroll up towards the top of the page right underneath your menu, and you're going to find the placeholder here for the call span heading, the main heading. So go ahead and enter that code. Okay, the code for your main heading across all 4 columns is on page 190 of your book. So once you've found that placeholder, go ahead and type in your text here. This is going to span over all 4 columns. It's going to have that blue background color, white font face. It's going to be a little bit larger than the call span headings. The text is going to be available by apartment numbers, number of bedrooms. Don't forget to end your font, end your table header, and your table row. Okay, we're going to go ahead and test that real quick, and this is what your final page should look like for by bedrooms. That is it for this chapter.